one day left with the last 10 days and nights, the most blessed nights of not only the Ramadan, of the whole year. And this is starting from tomorrow, on Thursday, after the sunset, we will be in the last Ashara. And those last moments will start. After that, the month of Ramadan will be gone. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam emphasized that you must not let the Ramadan go without getting your sins forgiven and entering into the Jannah. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Jibreel alayhi salam made a dua against that person who let the Ramadan go without making Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive the sins and let him go to the Jannah. And Jibreel alayhi salam made dua against him, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Ameen. Now how strong that dua will be against us. So these are the precious moments that we have, and this is coming. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions the signs of the people of the Jannah many places in the Quran. And one of those is in Surah Al-Dhariyat, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّ الْمُتَّقِينَ فِي جَنَّاتٍ وَعُيُونٍ آخِذِينَ مَا آتَاهُمْ رَبُّهُمْ إِنَّهُمْ كَانُوا قَبْلَ ذَلِكَ مُحْسِنِينَ كَانُوا قَلِيلًا مِنَ اللَّيْلِ مَا يَهْجَعُونَ وَبِالْأَسْحَارِ هُمْ يَسْتَغْفِرُونَ. That the people of those that they are going to the Jannah, and they will enjoy the Jannat wa Uyun, the fountains of drinks and the gardens and everything. Who will be those? آخذين ما آتاهم ربهم إنهم كانوا قبل ذلك. Before they enter to the Jannah in this life, they were doing ihsan. Muhsinin means they were doing obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a perfect way, in the most obedience way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And one of their characteristics, besides that they were people of ihsan, كانوا قليلا من الليل ما يهجعون. يهجعون means ينامون, that at night they were not sleeping all night, but they were waking up and making their nights alive. And especially in these nights, little bit sleep so that it's enough for me. I can go on for my next day work routine. Other than that, whatever I could afford, I make my nights alive, like Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to make his nights alive. And not only with him, but his family, he used to make them alive. وَأَيْقَظَ أَهْلَهُ. He will make them alive also. So it's kind of a family activity. And then وَبِالْأَسْحَارِ هُمْ يَسْتَغْفِرُونَ. Subhanallah. At night, they don't sleep that much, but they stand, or they make dua, or they make Quran, or they zikr. When the suhoor comes, the definition of the suhoor in some other hadith, the last third part of the night, when that comes, that is a special time for making istighfar and for making the other ad'iyah, for the du'as that we make, because there's a special time. And it has been narrated by a sahabi that he said that what happened in the suhoor. And he said, إِنَّ الْعَرْشَ يَهْتَزُّ عِنْدَ السَّحْرِ. That arsh of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is moving. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is there on the first heaven. And he is asking, is there anyone, مَنْ ذَا الَّذِي يَسْتَغْفِرُنِي فَأَسْتَغْفِرُهُ. Is there anyone who is asking istighfar, forgiveness of the sins, that I forgive? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions وَالْفَجْرِ وَلَيَالٍ عَشْرٍ. By the Fajr and by the 10 nights. Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, who is the one that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam put his hand on his chest and gave him dua, that Allahumma allimhu ta'weel, that Ya Allah, bless him with the knowledge of the Quran. And you know what he says about the wal fajr wa layalin ashr? He says, hiya al-ashr al-awakhir min Ramadan. These are the last 10 days and nights of the Ramadan, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not take oath, qasam, of anything without a reason that shows its importance and its value. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes a qasam. And one of the things that the shuyukh mention, and it is mentioned in the books, how I can make my night more productive with respect to my istighfar and my dua, that depends on our day. How I spend my day is going to reflect my night. So it says, لا تعصه بالنهار وهو يقيمك بين يديه في الليل. Don't disobey Allah at night, at the daytime, and He will let you have your nights beautiful. And don't let the sun set on you when Allah is angry because of what we have been doing at the daytime. So I take care of my day. I enter into the night when Allah is pleased, Allah is happy, and only those people, my respected brothers, can stand in front of Allah that Allah is let them do it. Allah is happy. Allah is having, Allah is loving them, and that depends on my day. So I take care of my day, and that will take care of my night. And also, Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu has been narrated that Anna Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam akhadha biyadi Ali ibn Abi Talib ثم قال ألا أعلمك كلمات تقولهن لو كانت ذنوبك كمدب النمل. Ali, should not I tell you something that if you say, if you make dua with those words, Allah will forgive your sins even if they are like the number of the ants anywhere. So that means it doesn't matter how many sins you have, but if you say these words, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive you, and we really need to memorize this. Allahumma la ilaha illa anta subhanak amiltu su'an wa zalamtu nafsi faghfir li fa innahu la yaghfiru dhunuba illa ant. Ya Allah, you are the one who is forgiving. I have been doing bad, I have been disobeying, but you are the only one who can forgive. My respected brothers, these are the nights that they are coming, and the best thing is that i'tikaf. What is the beauty of the i'tikaf? That even if I am sleeping in the masjid at night, I am in the state of ibadah. My meter is on. I am continuously in the state. I am taking my rest, taking my sleep, and getting ready for the next day. And next day I can go to work, but I spend the night in the house of Allah, and whatever time I get, even if I perform only 4 rakat, if I just few pages of the Quran, or a few books of, or few pages of any book that I read, or I listen to a halqa, or I stayed for a qiyam at the end of the night, but my night will be counted. And subhanAllah, if this is night of the Laylatul Qadr, it has a lot more blessings, inshallah. Tomorrow we will talk more about the blessings and the characteristics of the Laylatul Qadr and what is recommended to get the Laylatul Qadr, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us in these blessed nights and days, inshallah.